Well, hello there. I'm the old Growler. Welcome to Jerkin' Around. As you can see, I just topped off a glass of beer. We've just had a beer tasting here. The other half's all Peacharine everything. Peacharine is or Peacharine from New Zealand, and it's gone into their double dry hopped Imperial India Pale Ale. The tasting notes, full tasting notes are right up there if you're interested, but I can let you in on it. It's a smooth beer. It's got a lot of body to it, kind of a peach flavor to it with a little bit of apricot bitterness. It's really great. So we just had the tasting, and it did pretty well. It did pretty well. Now, most people, when they get through with the tasting, what they'll do is they'll get themselves a cracker to clear their palate, or maybe a piece of cheese if they're hungry. Not the old Growler. Nope. The old Growler goes reaching for some beef jerky. Beef jerky goes with beer. It's perfect. Absolutely. I tell you, it's got that beefy flavor to it. It's got a little bit of sweetness to it. It's got a little saltiness to it, and some smoke if you're lucky. All right. Well, I have a little bit of beef jerky, and I'll check it out with the beer. And sometimes the flavors are together, and sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're a hit. Sometimes they're a miss. And sometimes it's surprising because the beer isn't quite as good as it could be, but you put a little bit of beef jerky with it, and boy, oh boy, it tastes great. All right, well, as I say, tasting notes on this, it's a lush beer. It's a nice balance to it. I gave it I believe it was a 4.5, and it was just it's a nice beer. All right, beef jerky. Well, we know what beef jerky tastes like. Let's get started. See if the flavors are a hit or a miss. Oh, salty, beefy, chewy, a little bit of smoke, not too sweet. Let's see if it gets together with a full-bodied, buxom, peach-flavored, with a tinge of apricot. Well, they get, oh, the salt. Whoa, the salt kicked in there. Yeah, the salt appreciates it because it gets a little bit more. It gets a little bit more of the flavors going in the mouth there. A little bit more of the salivary juices going. Well, that's a nice little thing. It's not a real dance, but they're certainly smiling to each other. So, is it a hit or a miss? It's a hit. If you enjoyed this presentation, please click on the subscribe button and the bell. That way you won't miss any of our presentations. A thumbs up would be great. Share us with your friends. And a comment would be really appreciated. I'm Pete LaFrance, the old Growler. Looking forward to seeing you next time when we're just jerking around.